See you on the next clip.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Royal Swag Auto. And today, I know I said my next mod was going to be suspensions and shocks, but I doing some research and I found out that there is something called, I have a heat shield on my cold air intake, but the pipe still getting hot, you know. So I discovered that there is something called a heat shield wrap, which is this. Kind of looks like duct tape, but it's not. It's a special material that goes around this. Yeah, I took my whole cold air intake out. I need to get a longer tube. This one is kind of, feel like it's starting to dry rot a little bit, which is not good. So this heat shield wraps around this whole piping, the whole entire piping. I'm probably gonna have to take all this off. I'm probably gonna have to take all this off, this tape that I put here kind of, for to kind of hold my mass airflow sensor, which I mean, this should be well, the piece that goes in that hole that, that holds, I think it's a seal that holds the mass airflow sensor. Um, that part ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened to it. I got this for cheap, and the funny thing is, I got it from the junkyard. I went to the junkyard looking for something else. I was looking for another part, and then I ran across this. Of course, the filter was kind of beat up, but I'm like, I don't need the filter. I can get a new filter. I just need this housing. You know what I'm saying? Cold air intake housing. I just need this. So I got this for super cheap. I end up getting this heat shield off of Amazon. It's not the best, but for the price, it kind of does its job. So yeah, so we're going to be installing this heat shield wrap. I got this for Amazon for what? I think $13 and 60 something cents, so like 13 and change. You can get a nice size roll. I think it's two in here. So yeah, you can get a nice size roll of the heat shield wrap. So we're gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on. I said we're gonna put it on. As you can see, there's a lot of wear right here on my cold air intake filter. There's a lot of wear on it. So yeah, we're gonna install it. I keep saying we. I'm gonna install it and show you what it looks like, after. So basically, it's easy install. You're basically wrapping it around, like duct tape. You're kind of just wrapping it around and then you're going over and wrapping it, just making sure you get, you know, everything. Um, I don't think you're supposed to, I might have to take these cufflinks off, you know what I'm saying, and wrap the map the metal or titanium or steel, you know, housing, whatever material this is. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna take, I'm gonna disconnect these from the cufflinks, and I'm gonna wrap, you know, the whole titanium or whatever. I'm gonna wrap the whole housing, and then, you know, without the cufflinks, of course, and then reconnect everything. Alright. This white paper that's on here needs to be peeled off. So the one I have is the adhesive, the one with the adhesive on it. So, like I said, it's kind of like duct tape, or kind of looks like and feels like a little bit, you know, like duct tape, but it's not duct tape. Okay, it's a special material to decrease the temperature. So your cold air intake, uh, the intake unit, is going to decrease. You know, the pipe. You know, yeah. So that pipe is going to decrease that temperature. It's going to keep that pipe a lot more cooler, which will allow a lot more cooler air into the engine, which will allow more power. So, like I said, this is the top part, and this is the piece that you need to peel off. So the good thing is the one I got from Amazon. There's other brands out there that have, you know, it's this side and it's that side, you know, and you have to soak it in water. I thought you had to soak this in water, you know, so so I'm trying to figure out, okay, how on earth how do you, but I figured it out. Um, you do not have to soak this in water. All you gotta do is, you know, measure whatever length your thing is, how much you're gonna need. You're gonna cut it, and then when you cut it, there's going to be this white paper thing that's connected to it that you're gonna peel off. See? That white paper is coming off. So you want to be careful. I'm not peeling the whole thing off all at once. I'm laying it down, and then with my pipe, I already did some. It's not perfect. You know, it's not neat without no, you know, wrinkles, you know, but I'm like, right now, I really don't care, you know. Um, yeah, so we're going to, and then so here's what I do, or been doing. You lay it down flat like this. You take your pipe, and then oopsie, you stick it onto your pipe, and then you roll, you lift it up. This is how I'm doing it. You could do it another way. And don't worry, I'm going to, that hole for the mass airflow sensor to go in, I'm going to, you know, basically poke a hole in there, you know, where that hole's already at, you know what I'm saying? So that way the cold air intake can go in there. The mass airflow sensor can go in there. So you wrap it, bring it down, wrap it. This part's gonna be tricky. have to go over like that. Peel this back. You ain't gotta peel the whole thing off completely because, you know, as you know with duct tape, adhesive, you know, when it sticks to anything, like it gets twist and turn like that and it gets stuck to itself and it's gonna be, you know, a pain. So if you do it the way I'm doing it, then you'll have a good chance of not having this adhesive thing stick like that. Okay, put it down a little more. Put it down a little more. A little more. And then you take the knife and then you cut it. You be careful. Put that back on there. And then with the part I just cut, you just take it, the part I just cut, you take it and you, so when you're done, you just push your hands, you know, just run your hands like this to make sure that it's sticking, make sure that it is fully, that it has the most contact possible, okay? So after you do what I just did, you wanna run your hands like this, okay, like you're opening a doorknob. You wanna run your hand like that throughout the whole pipe to make sure that it is getting the best contact possible. And I'm gonna have to find that hole. Okay, I found it. Yeah, to make sure it's getting the best contact possible. I got one pipe down. And I got another pipe to go. I only have 2 pipes because, you know, my PT, the engine bay, is small, it's little, it's compact. You ain't got that much room, you know what I'm saying? So of course I'm gonna have to disconnect all of this. Take this cufflink off, take the heat shield, the filter off, you know, the other, well, you know, the cufflink. So once I take all this off, I don't need a little bit more to wrap around this metal piping. Alright, so this is what it looks like after. This is the heat shield wrap all around, and I still got my heat shield. So the heat shield along with the heat shield wrap should really keep my intake temperature down. And I had to put a little bit of tape over here because my mass airflow sensor, the wire is kind of short. It's not as, you know, it's not long anymore because I ended up cutting it and putting a new harness pigtail on it. So I'm gonna have to go and find another pigtail that's a whole lot longer and then try to rewire it so that way, you know, I won't have to tape it. I can just plug it in and I'll have more room to come up a little more.